Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy AB. Had a really long day. Didn't really have enough time to sit down and kind of jot my thoughts down, right? Um, so there was the big news today. Canelo Alvarez is leaving. Well, not is leaving. He already left. So basically, they're finalizing the last, I guess, paperwork or finalizing. Basically, Canelo's leaving. He's free. He's been released from DAZN. He's been released from Golden Boy. Like I was stating before, that if Canelo was to take this to court and DAZN and the Golden Boy promotion would have, you know, took this to court, like, battled it out with them, Canelo would have been out for like till 2022, especially with courts. It's a long process, and also with COVID. Canelo would have wasted 2 years of his prime, so it was expected, but I'm very surprised that Golden Boy did let go of their top star, if not the face of boxing. Canelo, in my opinion, is number one pound for pound. Yes, I do have. I don't hate Canelo. I like Canelo. He's cool. Like I don't hate him as a fighter. I think he's a really good fighter, but I wish he could, fight my fighter, my guy. But that's for a different story. Um, I just didn't see this coming in terms of Golden Boy just letting him walk like nothing. I know that the zone was in trouble because the money they were giving him wasn't sustainable for the business model that they were doing based on subscriptions. And then I think Golden Boy's relationship with Canelo also diminished after, Golden Boy saying one thing and Canelo saying another thing, and then management. I think that the relationship reaches peak, it reaches course, it's a dead end. Um, I think they try to fix that relationship multiple times throughout the last 2 years, but it seemed like it didn't work. Canelo is a superstar. I think that Canelo could thrive without a big engine like Golden Boy Promotions or any promotions. He still has Canelo Promotions. No se olviden de eso. Don't forget about that. The question is, will he invest in himself like De La Hoya did and Floyd Mayweather did when they left Top Rank to make their own promotions? It's still early to tell, right? But I could tell you that if anybody could do it, I think Canelo could personally do it, thrive on his own. Any network will be begging for his service, I believe. I feel like any network will want him because I'm pretty sure they want to match him up with the best fighters out there in their respective networks / promotions. If he does decide to go to Showtime, PBC, Fox, that'd be a great one. If he does go to ESPN Top Rank, I think that would be good too. But it's early, right? And then Canelo facing Caleb Plant December 19th. I think that's a great fight, especially during this COVID era, and us not seeing Canelo for like over a year. I think that would be a great statement fight. Caleb Plant, that would be his biggest fight. I think Caleb would give Canelo a hard test. I'm not gonna comment who will win personally, but I'll leave that for myself until fight night if that does happen. But I do want to mention quickly about Golden Boy Promotions because for so long, right, Golden Boy has had the, for the last, since Floyd retired, let's say the last 5 years, right, Golden Boy can undisputedly say they had the number one star in boxing, which was Canelo. Now, did they focus too much on Canelo in those last years? Maybe, as much as we focus on the negative part, right, that Canelo walked away, Golden Boy no longer has that star power, right, because of Canelo, because of what was I gonna say? Because of Canelo, Golden Boy got that deal with DAZN, right? So he got that deal with DAZN. So Golden Boy should appreciate what Canelo did for him, for them, in other words. But now it's time for Golden Boy to focus on the next stars of boxing, because I look at Golden Boy and I think they have a lot of names that could potentially one day become really big names in boxing. Like I said, I don't predict the future, but I do know talent when I see it, right? So I think it's time for Golden Boy to focus and market the best of their ability with the stars they got. So I'll give you an example. Real Crunch Time Wilkins, Virgil Ortiz, you got Blair Cobbs, you got Marcelo Cornejo, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. You got Ryan Garcia, you got Rashidi Ellis. I think I'm, like I said, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, my bad. Lamont Roach Jr. Alexis Rocha. You still got Diego De La Hoya. Jojo Diaz, another world champion. You got Patrick Teixeira. Sinisa Estrada's another good talent. Who else is with Golden Boy? I mean, like I said, not to leave any names out, but I think the names I just mentioned are some of the few names that Golden Boy should focus more and brand up more and promote them, so then they could reach maybe one day to Canelo is. So, you know, let's not look at this as a bad thing, right? Let's look at this as a positive thing. So Golden Boy could readjust and transition to the next phase of Golden Boy promotions, right? Focus on these stars because, you know, Golden Boy's future is these fighters. So, you know, dare to take the risk, dare to put them with these tough fights. You know, I believe that Golden Boy should put Ryan in a tough fight, put Virgil in a tough fight, so then they could elevate to that pay-per-view status. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and never say never, right? Can Canelo ever work with Golden Boy again in terms of fighting one of Golden Boy's fighters? I think anything is possible. I think if history has taught us something that, and you know, bad blood always end up in, you know, in good terms. So don't be surprised if you ever see Canelo back, you know, co-promoting with Golden Boy in a show against one of their fighters, right? So, like I said, Golden Boys should be proud of themselves for growing a talent of their own. Like Canelo, like I said, I know Canelo started with another promotion, but I think Golden Boy elevated him to the next level. So I think let's give Golden Boy a round of applause for that. Nothing lasts forever, as we can see in real life, in boxing, in sports, and whatever not. So, like I said, Golden Boy, Canelo, DAZN, thank you for giving us a hell of a ride. You know, a lot of great memories, you know, a lot of downtimes, but just curious to see what's next, you know. So, like I said, Golden Boy, take this as a cheers up, heads up, focus on all your talent you got, and all I can say is just I'm gonna be rooting for you guys. It's just like I'm gonna be rooting for PBC, Al Heyman, ESPN Top Rank, and any other promoter out there. Because if all promoters thrive and everybody puts their best fighters against the best fighters, then at the end of the day, boxing wins, not me. Boxing, and you know, before anybody says, "Oh, I'm only doing this video because you know Golden was Hispanic," like not that I primarily did it, but I also do want to wish the best like fighters that have been released from Top Rank, from Matchroom. Like Michael Hunter is a good friend of mine. I know he's been released recently, and I hope he gets a big fight. You know, we look at Maurice Hooker with PBC now, Regis, you know, with Lou DiBella. So I hope everybody thrives. You know what I'm saying? So if he fights Caleb Plant, great fight. Like I said, I personally want him to fight Boo Boo Demetrius Andre, but because Demetrius Andre is with DAZN, that ain't gonna happen. But let me know what you guys think. And Golden Boy, you know, bounce back, and you guys are gonna be all right. All right, guys, peace, and shout outs to everybody else that was on this. Peace.